Hey, everybody. I'm Sean Telford, Chief Appraiser with CoreLogic, and appreciate y'all being here with us today. I have Woody Fincham with me today from Accurity Appraisal, and Woody's an SRA, AIRRS He's a member of RAC and a well-known and respected appraiser in Charlottesville, Virginia. Thank you for being here, Woody.
Hey, Sean, I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Well, it's always better to talk with people out in the field than for me to talk to myself. So I appreciate you being willing to share your thoughts with us. So let's jump right in with a couple of hot topics here, Woody. So it's a hot market, which is, just crazy as you well know. But let's talk about one of the challenges with that hot market is the appraisal gap. And we're seeing this where the price of buyers willing to pay is higher than the market data supports in an appraisal. So let's talk about what you're seeing where you're at in your part of the country and how you and your team are dealing with this scenario.
So in my specific market, I work in Charlottesville, Virginia. We're seeing it just like everyone else is. COVID has done nothing but strengthen the amount of demand that's out there. And as a lot of folks are leaving Washington, D.C. and New York and places that are very densely populated and coming to the more rural areas. Charlottesville is well known for the University of Virginia, so it's just a little college town for the most part. I mean, maybe 110,000 people in the city and the county itself. So we've had a lot of people coming from other areas, and it's been driving pricing up big time. We've got a lot of even the luxury market we have here, which is there's a pretty expensive high-end real estate market around Charlottesville. We've never seen a shortage of inventory in the luxury market in my tenure here, and we're dealing with it now. But I'll also add that I work as one of the managing appraisers at Accurity, which is a large national company, and we are in a lot of major metro markets, and every market that we're servicing right now is dealing with this. It really does require appraisers that are really well versed in technology. Market analytics are just super key in a market like this, and we're spending a lot of time and effort doing that. And we've got some of our own internal stuff that we use. Of course, we use Titan Analytics, lots of good stuff with Excel, where we're going in and just metricing out the supply and demand factors that would be seen, and doing a lot of conversating with the real estate agents out there, because almost every deal that's coming in over contract has multiple offers on it. And it's super important to understand the degree of all the offers on the property. So that's a long answer for what you asked, but that's sort of where we are with it.
It's not necessarily an easy question to answer, that's for sure. There's just a lot of activity. So are you finding that when you and your team employ market condition adjustments or time adjustments, as they're sometimes called, are you seeing that the lenders are giving you any pushback or any issues with that? Or are you able to support the data, make the appropriate comments, and things just move forward?
Well, we don't make adjustments without support. I mean, that's just the way it is as far as my team goes. We have to have market condition adjustments are relatively easy to prove or support. I don't like the word prove when we're talking about appraisal work, but we have to support what we do. And market conditions really is one of the easier things to actually trend out, because you can use things like price per square foot over time. Very easy to show. And qualitatively, you can talk about inventory and lack of. And every market we're dealing with has no inventory in it, just about. So, I mean, all the conditions are right for that kind of, from a qualitative perspective, but also it's easy to support. But I think the only problem I'm seeing with a lot of lenders that you ask is with FHA work. FHA did just suspend the requirement to have active listings, because all around the country there just aren't any, and they want to be able to. A lot of underwriters, I guess, were not qualifying borrowers because appraisers are not able to find active listings. So they did suspend that for a year, but we're still getting a lot of kickback from some of the AMCs and lender clients wanting to try to still meet that, even though it's a suspended requirement. But the underwriters kind of do what the underwriters want to do in those situations.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for that messaging to make its way through the system.